Hey, Eric. I'm sure it's been a tough couple of days, and I don't want this to be too hard of a question, but I think all the fans are asking, do you think you could have or should have had a pick six on that play, and how much do you think about that?
Oh, I really don't think about it. Like, I mean, when I look back, when I got to the sideline, I said like, I think I actually had the opportunity to, but like, just through all my preparation, throughout all that stuff, I'm just used to the ball coming there much faster. So I just already had that in my mindset that that ball was gonna be there before. So I'm not even finna look at it. I'm just finna make sure I make this tackle, and make sure I get him down. But then after that, when I got to the sideline and I seen it, I was like, dang, I should have actually made a play on the ball. But it is what it is. Like I can't take that back or anything. Just gotta move forward.
Steve McGargy.
Just what, thank you for doing this. I'm just wondering, what have these last 24, 36 hours been like since the game? Did you watch the playoff games yesterday, or just what's it been like to process? And what kind of motivation has this whole weekend been for you moving forward?
It's been a huge motivation actually to where like I ain't even watched none of the games this weekend. Just chose not to. I heard the two games last night topped it off and all that stuff, but then again, overall, I just can't look at it. Hard to look at any of the games, just knowing the type of team that we had here, type of everything, just knowing that where we could have done all that stuff. So I just choose not to watch it. It's been a tough little few days, just been chilling in my house playing GTA, just trying to stay off of everything else, just not worrying about it, a lot of that stuff, and yeah, just having, just trying to clear my mind.
Rob Domofsky.
Hey Eric, what's the biggest thing you learned? What biggest lesson you learned as a rookie, and how will that help you going forward?
The biggest lesson is just live, pretty much just live in the moment, cause you gonna have your highs, you gonna have your lows, and you just gotta continue to rock out with it and just continue to grow and learn from it. Any little mistake or any little thing that you did positive, and just continue to grow from it. Just you can't dwell on all the negative stuff that you done did, and you just gotta know that you go continue to be better, and just continue to work at every little thing. That's the biggest thing that I take away from my rookie year. Is just learning from everybody around me, coaching, players, the staff, all that stuff. Just continue to learn from them and just continue to grow and just pretty much just live in the moment because, like, pretty much tomorrow, not promise.
Chris Roth.
Hey, Eric, you obviously played a ton this year and played very well in your rookie year, but not all rookies play on a 13-win team and a number one seed. I know Aaron said he told guys to kind of envision yourselves and don't take this for granted. Have you given it much thought about this? Might be hard to replicate. Like, it is hard to start out my first year with 13 wins and expect this to happen each and every year.
I mean, like, of course, like that's why I tell a lot of people that's like I was blessed to even have a first like to my rookie year and have like a first round bye, have host playoff game and all that stuff. Like, there's people like I talked to with Ike. We was like like Ike is my dog. It's just like going through talking with Ike. It's just pretty much like he never had a winning season throughout his 4 years. Him coming to Green Bay was his first time having a winning season, first time making it to the postseason, all this stuff, and then you just look at it like, dang man, I'm really blessed to be on this team, to be with everything, to have no one record in the NFL, all that stuff, and be able to play in the playoff. Cause like pretty much like a lot of people don't get to see what that post experience like that playoff atmosphere like or anything. It's just having that as my first year, getting a little taste of it, just making it even more hungry for next year.
Tom Silverstein.
Rick, I don't know how much you guys even talked about it after the game, but I know sometimes you start to look forward. Have you guys been talking about what the future might look like on defense? Whether this game was indicative of what might be ahead for this defense?
Oh no, like we ain't even talk about anything dealing with next season. Like we just still like pretty much just trying to live in the moment. Like still talking about the game, still talking about like the stuff that hurt and all the little stuff and stuff that we could have did or should have did, all that stuff. Like we ain't even talk about the future yet. Like we just still like I'm trying not to do it, but we just still dwelling in the past and we just got to move on.
Wes Hodkowitz.
Eric, it's kind of crazy for everything Rasul did. He really was only with you guys for like 3 months. How do you put into words what his impact was, and just what was that like, kind of sharing, a defense with him the past, really half the season?
And Sewell, one of the hardest workers I done ever seen out of him, Ja. Those are two of the hardest workers, like as a DB that I done seen just coming in and all that stuff. Just having Sewell, just having his knowledge, having his like everything that he goes through and everything that he sees and all that stuff. But just having that this year was tremendous. And pretty much like that's what a lot of people don't know is like his off the field stuff, his leadership, and all the stuff that people don't see, and all that stuff like he's a real deal true competitor. He got the dog. Like a lot of people don't have dog, and he's one of those guys that got dog in him, and it's just like completely different. Like I absolutely commend him for everything that he done did for us and all that stuff, and I'm beyond proud of everything that Sewell done did this year.
Tom Silverstein.
Hey, Eric, I was just curious on one thing before I ask you another. There was that play late in the game where Kittle caught the ball over the middle, and I think is that normally for you to have to cover a tight end like that down the middle, or was there something off on that play?
Oh no, again, we trust all of us. Like it doesn't matter who you is, a rookie, you could be anybody. Like as a DB, we just personally believe in our back end that you can guard anybody, and there's like multiple different reps. That's like me guarding a tight end, me guarding other people. Like it doesn't matter, like who it is. Like we just believe that we can guard anybody and all that stuff, and that's gonna continue the way that we gonna be here as a DB to where like we believe that we could guard anybody, and it ain't nothing stopping that. It was just a mistake on my end that I need to get better at, and I can't wait to get better at this offseason. But it is what it is. Like I'm not finna dwell on it. I'm not finna think about it too much and all that stuff, and just continue to work.
My follow-up was, I assume you got better at a lot of things during the year. Where do you think you made the most progress in just what aspect of your game?
Just the knowledge, just knowing what the offense finna hit us with, and just being more prepared. Just like the more I came out there, the more I done seen more reps of it, and seeing just like every little thing is just more playing with confidence to where like knowing that like all right now like you know that this finna happen, just being more indecisive into everything that I'm doing, just being confident with it. It just continue to let my confidence grow, continue to play like the way I did, and just let that fall into place to where like a lot of that stuff from the first game starting versus San Francisco into the last game starting versus San Francisco, it was just like a big confident boost day in and day out, and just continue to ride.
We'll do one more, Mike Spofford.
Hey, Eric, kind of a similar question. What are you proudest of about how your rookie season went for you personally?
Just being able to contribute to this team. Like, that's the most thing that I take away from it. Like, a lot of people don't know that it's hard coming in as a rookie and everything that's going on, like, off the field, on the field, doesn't matter. Like, just a lot of that goes on that people don't know, that people don't see, and all that stuff. And just being able to just go ahead and focus through all that stuff, go ahead and get through all that stuff, and continue to be the type of rookie that I know that I wanted to be, and just continue to help, just pretty much help the team out. Like, that's the biggest thing that I'm proud for throughout any of this, and I'm just blessed.